The subject of press freedom in Nigeria has continued to dominate public discourse, with state and non-state actors often having different views on the subject. At this annual gathering by the International Press Institute, Nigeria, in Abuja, the issue dominates discussions here as Nigeria's Minister of Information and National Orientation paints a rather rosy picture of the state of affairs with respect to press freedom.
Nigeria has enjoyed an openness and freedom that has been the welcome proliferation of press organizations across the print, broadcast, and the digital media.
Let us work together to build a society where journalists can work freely, without fear of intimidation or harassment. Let us advocate for policies and practices that promote transparency, accountability, and the free flow of information.
Every society will drive benefit from ensuring that its press is protected to do its work, because that way it will also protect the freedom of all of us.
The Nigerian government has been on the receiving end of campaigns that distort facts, undermine trust in public institutions, and exacerbate divisions. While we respect the right to free expression, it is imperative to recognize that the misuse of this freedom can lead to devastating consequences for our nation.
The IPI National Conference took a rather dramatic twist when Professor Tony Iradia, former Director General of the Nigeria Television Authority, argued that there's limited press freedom in Nigeria. He says people have for so long mistaken the right to free speech for press freedom.
Nigeria does not have freedom of the press. What we have in Nigeria is freedom of speech. They are not the same thing. They are not the same thing. Freedom of speech has some voluntary undertone because you may choose not to speak. But freedom of press is mandatory because the press cannot choose not to speak. You must bring your news out. You must write. You must speak. You must read the news.
Garba Shehu, a journalist and aide to former President Muhammadu Buhari, countered the views of Professor Iradia on the alleged absence of press freedom in Nigeria.
Freedom of the press in the country is there. Take as much as you can. And then so it takes courage, it takes training, it takes understanding of the mission.
For 2 days, media practitioners will discuss on aspects of policy and other areas that impact their effective functions. The theme of the IPI annual conference is democracy, media freedom, and the imperative of protecting the Nigerian civic space. Godfrey Eshemoge, Arise News.